Hello Sagittarius, this is Victoria and I'm here with your December tarot forecast. As always, we're going to be looking at your love situations, your career and workspace, and also we'll get you some guidance from the universe on how to best utilize the energies of the months. At the end, I'm going to pull some cards with messages from your person to yourself. This time it's going to be tarot cards, not the Hermit Tarot with the words, the talking ones. So it's gonna be interesting. And I'm using a new deck, so of course that's also interesting. It's called the Gold Tarot, I think, the Gold Foil Tarot. Yeah, it's actually the Rider-Waite, but it's a very interesting take on them. I love this deck so much. It feels so good. This was one of my presents for myself for Thanksgiving / Black Friday, so I'm excited to do the readings for the month of December, which are more festive and shiny anyway, right? So why not take the gold foil? And for the Oracle deck, I picked the Spirit Junkie Oracle by Gabrielle Bernstein, and I will pull one of the cards of affirmations so that you understand in which direction the positive vibrations, the intention setting is going to be super useful during this time. Especially because this is your season, Sagittarius. For the majority of months of December, we're going to stay in the energy of Sagittarius. At least the sun is going to stay in this energy. We're going to have new moon in Sagittarius. You know, it's very potent. It's very enthusiastic energy. And, you know, although we usually set our intentions for next year within like Christmas and New Year's, which is past the Sagittarius season. But Sag season sets the scene, very much so. And more than anything, I would ask you, and I feel especially guided to say to Sagittarius, it's important to start that intention setting and manifesting early, right? So don't wait for a specific date, a specific event. There are a lot of astrological events that are going to be happening this month. I speak about them on my Twinflame channel, but of course you can also look them up because this is your season, so it's important to know. But I wouldn't say that you're supposed to wait for something specific, right? You don't have to at all. Okay, let's see, what do we have for Sagittarius for the months of December? That's too many cards. Let's try again. Okay. Every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. Wow. Yeah, this is to remind you about the connection between your thoughts and your body, and your emotional body as well, I would say, right? So it's like mind, body, and spirit, that sort of triplet, right? That's why if you feel like it's important to treat your body with accordance to that, right? And if you're looking for ways during this time to improve your wellness and health, your mindfulness techniques, your lifestyle, one of the best and first things that you can do for yourself is, for your physical self, is to improve your mindset. And I'm not saying that by definition your mindset is terrible, but there's always something, right? And you can actually do some quick exercises to connect the challenges or goals that you have for yourself in your body towards certain mindsets and habits that is better to change, right? Or to adjust, right? To improve so that you're more on track with manifesting the healthiest version of yourself. But I love that every cell is conscious, and it's true, right? If we go into a little bit into biology and the way that cells regenerate, our body regenerates itself, right? We know that, and it's a little different for different parts of our body, of how quickly that happens, how easily it happens, but it still does. And it's a miracle, right? And it's important to remember that as a concept, that our body renovates, rejuvenates naturally, regenerates. And how do we put it? That especially because there's a lot of water in our structures of our tissues, our cells really. That information, there are a lot of studies that tell us that water holds information for a long time, right? So whatever happens in your energetic field and on your conscious mind gets recorded into those on the cellular level, right? And stays. And another part, of course, is that you can feel that information with something positive or negative, and it's your choice. And again, I know it sounds like I'm preaching that you're always supposed to be positive, and that's not going to happen anyway, right? We are people, and we're supposed to experience the duality of life. We're supposed to see and to know the light and the shadow, right? But it's that's why the conscious part is emphasized here. What do you consciously choose, right? What is your best effort? What are you striving for? It doesn't mean that it's going to be ideal, the same way as it doesn't mean that you can easily preserve your body in the same state through the years. And if you're aging, it means that you're doing something wrong. No, it's a natural process. But you can still, for example, through biomechanics, right, and taking some extra conscious steps to improve your mobility, your flexibility, the way you make use of your body for your goals, right? This can improve your physical health, right? This can delay the aging effects, right? Just as an example. And I can go on and go on, but we'll switch to tarot. So maybe this is asking you to set some health-related intentions for next year. Who knows? I'm gonna be taking a manifesting challenge myself with Gabby actually in January. So she usually does some good deals on her challenge. Like you can, I don't know, invite a friend for free or for very little money, or you can get something extra with it. So check it out and see, maybe this is a good present for yourself for Christmas, whatever that bonus is. And also you're getting your year started, jump started basically, with the manifestation of your dreams and desires. Okay, so for your love life, we have Six of Swords, Temperance, love it, love it. And this is Archangel Michael, by the way, who's overlooking lovers, twin flames, soulmates, and King of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For your career space, we have Judgment. So this is Scorpio energy, actually. Be dealing with a Scorpio. Knight of Wands. Ooh, a lot of passion. This is your workspace. Injustice, Libra. Be dealing with a Libra. All right, and the advice, Eight of Pentacles. It's don't get too dreamy. And as I'm saying it, I'm remembering the Neptune is going direct on the 3rd of December. And that will bring in, it's going direct in Pisces, I think. So it's going to bring in extra dreamy energy, but it's important not to get too stuck in it. The Emperor, Aries energy, could be doing with an Aries, and Five of Swords. All right. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. And we have Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there will be opportunities to rejoice, to have fun, to celebrate something. And of course, for a lot of you, you're going to be celebrating your birthday this month. So it's kind of on the nose. It's kind of obvious, that there will be a celebration. For others, it will be about Christmas and New Year's. It could be, depending on your religion, it could be other holidays that you're celebrating. I'm sensing more of a personal holiday though, right? It could be some sort of milestone at work, maybe a wedding anniversary, maybe even birthdays of your children, right? Something a little bit more personal than just overall Christmas or New Year's. But whatever it is, use that opportunity to think about what actually lifts you up, what gives you joy truly, right? What makes you happy. A lot of times people don't give it enough thought, or they don't sit with it a lot, right? Or if you get into that space where you are in that euphoric, happy energy, capture that in your memory. Take a picture, internally, so that you understand what it feels like in your body, in your every cell of your body, so you can recreate that easily, right? It doesn't just have so that doesn't just happen by accident, but you can actually bring it to your life. And a lot of times it's not brought to life, but something artificial or something that other people would want, right? It's very, very personal. And it's not just okay, but it's good that your vision could be different from that vision of your friends or your family, your colleagues, whoever else is around you, or maybe even some celebrities you're looking up to. I don't know, right? It's important to know yourself from this perspective. That's how you become happy, right? When you know what you want, not just kind of like you are bouncing from here to there, just looking for something in hopes that you'll find it somewhere, right? And even with your relationship, like a lot of the energies that I get here or the vibes that I'm getting here are about something stable and grounded, something balanced, right, with this temperance, something that may take time, but it's set for the long term. It's set for the long term happiness. Was this I'm seeing in this deck was the sunset in the the sun, let's say the sun shining in the distance, right? It's like there's a long journey together ahead, and you better make it a good one. The King of Pentacles is about comfortable life in a good way, or like good quality of life. It's building that life for yourself, so that you don't just accomplish some fantastic like goal or overcome some unimaginable challenge. It's not about being a superhero of your story every day. Not in this month, at least. You're being drawn towards more earthly happiness, pleasure, and fun parts of life, right? Understanding what it is and making it last, making it a habit even, right? For some of you, it's like making taking care of yourself and your relationship a habit, so that again it doesn't just happen from time to time by accident, right? That something good happened and it's good for your relationship. You're supposed to have conscious investment of time and energy into it. But it's not even about forcing yourself to do something. It's more than ever, like I said, it's this exploration of what it's like. And even when we're talking about earthly pleasures, what is it and why? You want a big house, I don't know, you want to make X amount of money every year. Why is it important to you? How does it relate to your happiness, right? Like make that direction, and it's gonna help you big time to manifest more of that into your reality. That's the nature of King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles knows this kind of mysteries of life, right? And this it's almost like this magician energy, right? In this case, of how to turn those energies into something tangible. For your career space, we have the Judgment, Knight of Wands, and the Justice. Yeah, so we have two big cards here, Justice and Judgment. Scorpio and Libra energy meeting each other. They're very different energies, actually. But it's like suddenly understanding why certain things are happening, not just going with the impulse, with the emotion, but seeing bigger patterns behind everything. And also not just reacting emotionally, like something unexpectedly happened and you're at a loss, or you're shocked, or you're paralyzed with that event, right? Not anymore. Now you're actually being shown why that is happening, how it exactly relates to the previous actions you took, or the thoughts you have, the conversations you had with people, right? You will see those karmic intricacies, and this will help karma cleansing and rebalancing in your life, which will free up your way towards something new and beautiful. Although, like I was saying, in this month generally, I feel like it's like even with this night, actually, for some reason this time I'm not Like this is usually one of the fastest moving knights in the deck, right? But in this case, in somebody who is a player who just goes with their emotion just like that, with their passion, sometimes rushing into something too soon or investing too much of themselves. In this case, I'm even sensing some fear, right? It's almost like, well, I've tried following my passion and I've done it so many times. We were talking about workspace, by the way. I've done it so many times, it didn't really work out well. So now I'm a little cautious about going for it. I still have the drive, but I'm cautious about just blindly following it. And for a good reason. And that's why you'll be able to see this karmic interrelations and how things are connected. And you will see a lot more clearly what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to choose the road to be able to achieve what you want, not just to kind of keep going after different things without necessarily always reaching success, right? Like this time with the Justice card, you will get the reciprocity that you're expecting. You will get reimbursement for the effort that you've put in. It could be very literal in terms of some solutions coming in or some success coming in financially or legally, or it can be just energetically in terms of like, okay, I put in a lot of work into a project and now I'm going to see gratitude from people for it. And I'm going to see why things were happening to me all this time, how it benefited me in a positive way, right? Oh, benefited, yes, in a positive way. How was it good for me? How is it setting the foundation for the future? And speaking of that, for the advice for the future, it's about disregarding as much as possible the external validation and external factors and focusing on yourself. The Emperor is driven by Mars, and it corresponds to Aries, which is about me, myself, and I, right? It's this first house energy. It's working, putting in some work, but doing it for yourself, not because somebody is expecting something from you, right? Five of Swords is about illusions we have, or that, like those trends that we put onto ourselves, right? External expectations from other people that are not always in our best, have our best interest in mind, right? Because everybody has their agenda, and depending on how much the person's opinion is worth in our life, we can get really hung up onto what others are expecting of us, of making them happy rather than ourselves, right? And this is about being a little more selfish and putting in the work to get yourself into that Emperor state, right? This is the fellow fire energy, so it should be very much, in your natural habitat, kind of, right? But this is the fire towards building yourself up, towards setting yourself up for success, towards doing something that will give you that authority and power in a positive way, right? To change the world, to bring in more love and justice to the world, right? The Emperor is supposed to be a wise ruler, right? The head of the country, of the state. Okay, last but not least, messages from your person. Messages for Saggy from their person. And also don't forget to check out readings for other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or the North Node. If you don't know what they are, there's... Actually, I don't think I have the link anymore. It's funny. I keep saying it, but I somehow removed it from the description box. Just noticed a couple of days ago. There are a lot of websites, of course, where you can put in your birth date and time, and you will get that information, those placements. Okay. Not a very talkative person right now. We have Death and Rebirth, and we have Three of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so now it comes out. So there is a big transformation that's happening with your person and will be impacting your relationship, right? The Three of Pentacles is about collaboration. It's about creating something together. So what the person is trying to tell you is that if you're seeing the differences or you are not hearing as much from them as you're used to and it seems suspicious to you, don't be suspicious and don't take it personally, right? Your person is going through a lot of changes within their own space, right? They are visiting their thinking, their priorities, their personality, their choices. And like ultimately to everyone's good if you are on the same page, right? You're gonna get more aligned and more in that creative collaboration space. And you can make any area of your life creative. So when I'm saying creative collaboration, I don't just mean like actually, I don't know, painting something together or building something together or whatever, right? Like I mean, or playing in a band or something. I mean that it can relate to any part of your life, right? So your person is peeling off those onion layers I'm hearing, is learning more about themselves and who they are and what they want. And this is a big deal. But yeah, to give it a little more of the relationship vibe, they understand that one of the main reasons that they're actually going through it is because of you and how you push them, inspired them, how your dynamic together impacted them. So ultimately they know to thank you about it and they are thankful for this relationship that it pushed them into that major transformation. Even if this relationship is not going to be forever lasting, it's been critical in their life and you made all the difference in the world by getting them into that space. Okay, I hope this has been good for you, Saggy. I wish you guys happy birthday because this is your season, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Bye, everyone.